talking to Andy Harrison, guitar tech to the stars, and the president?
Senior product specialist.
I see. Grindstone Audio Solutions, a new pedal company that you'll be hearing from soon. But we're here not only to talk about Andy's storied career and his pedal company, but also about his friend Curtis Novak and his amazing pickups. What do you know about Curtis Novak's pickups?
Do you guys know Curtis Novak and his pickups?
I've read about them. What do you? I'd like to hear more though.
He's an insane, what do they call him? Pickup artist. And it has nothing to do with women. It has everything to do with copper and coils of magnets and crazy things. And yes. No, Curtis Novak makes insanely crazy good pickups that nobody else will make. And he's like you can't buy these pickups from anyone else other than Curtis. You can't get them from Seymour Duncan. You can't get them from DiMarzio. Curtis makes like the most. If you have an idea for a weird combination of sounds and form factors for whatever guitar you have, Curtis can make anything. Like whether it's a P90 in a humbucker size or a Jazzmaster size or a single coil that fits under a Jazzmaster but isn't a Jazzmaster, he just makes crazy, crazy stuff. Find Curtis Novak's website and look at all the crazy stuff that he offers. Every one of them sounds amazing. And I've heard pretty much all of them, except a couple new ones. I don't know. The gold foil stuff's really great. Those are really hot. All of his Jazzmaster Fender offset stuff. He's a big Fender offset fan. Those pickups are amazing. I don't know. They're all great. Go check them out. And they're not expensive. They're not, like, they won't break the bank. He's not selling $500 pickups like some of the idiot pickup makers out there. They're all reasonable. Guys like us that play guitar in bands that aren't on tour can afford to buy them and put them in your guitars. So go check them out. Right?
Right. I'm with you.
There you have it.
How far back do you go with Curtis?
Let's see. I'm gonna say maybe 10 years or so. I was a guitar tech for a couple guys that played guitar with Sheryl Crow, and one of my fellow co-workers, a guy named Andy Wolf, badass in his own right, guitar tech, had heard of Curtis's stuff, and we needed a P90 pickup to go into a Melody Maker guitar. And he's like, well, this guy Curtis Novak in North Carolina makes those things. And I was like, okay, let's check it out. And I called Curtis and I was like, hey, you know, somebody said you make a P90 that fits in a Melody Maker. He's like, a P60 size. He goes, oh, yeah. And that's all he said. And I'm like, okay, well, can I get one? He goes, yeah. And then he sent me one, and it was badass.
Straight to the point.
And yeah, and then I always have had his phone number in my phone ever since then.
And you've used him for several of your clients.
Yes, he's made. I did some work with Beck. He's made a bunch of pickups for Beck and various guys that have played with him. You know, he's done a lot of stuff lately with Fender. He's done, I think, saying something about that. His gold foil pickups that he's come out with in the last couple of years are really popular. A lot of guys really like that old Silvertone Harmony thing is kind of resurfaced in the last few years, especially out here on the West Coast. I don't know why, but guys love them. Yeah. And those pickups to me, in my opinion, the original ones were not all that great. Not just never been a big fan, you know, like low powered kind of. And his pickups,
just a vibe, and that's
right. Yeah. And Curtis's pickups capture that vibe, but they're really great sounding pickups. You know, I'm like, oh wow, that actually is a good sounding Silvertone. Oh, it's got Curtis's pickups in it.
But it's still a Silvertone.
Yeah, right, exactly. Buy Curtis's pickups. They're really good. And he's a really nice guy. Really, really nice guy.